From the moment the knife touches the flesh, from the first grain of salt, till the final breath of smoke rising from the grill, cooking meat is more than technique. It is craft, it is chemistry, it is transformation. Today, we follow the complete journey, a ritual shaped by heat, time, in the pulse of tradition. This is the art of meat: cutting, seasoning, frying, searing, grilling, roasting, finishing, everything, from beginning till end. From the moment the knife touches the flesh, from the first grain of salt, till the final breath of smoke rising from the grill, cooking meat is more than technique. It is craft, it is chemistry, it is transformation. Today, we follow the complete journey, a ritual shaped by heat, time, in the pulse of tradition. This is the art of meat: cutting, seasoning, frying, searing, grilling, roasting, finishing, everything, from beginning till end. Every masterpiece begins at the board, before fire, before seasoning, before aroma fills the kitchen. There is the catch. A great cook studies meat like a map. The surface shows direction, the grain running like a line is on a landscape. Fibers reveal the history of the muscle, where it worked, where it stretched, where it rested. Cutting against the grain shortens those fibers, making each bite tender and effortless. Cutting with the grain creates long, powerful strips, perfect for slow cooking. Shredding. Each piece has a purpose. The ribeye, rich in marbling, promises a buttery bite even before heat touches it. The flank steak, long in foam, comes from a maçui constant motion, not born tender, but full of flavor. The brisket, thick with collagen, tells a story of slow transformation, a catch that rewards patience. And then there is the tenderloin, shielded deep within the cow, untouched by strain. Its softness is its signature. A precise cut is the foundation. It sets the stage for everything that follows. When the blade moves with intention, the final dish carries that intention forward. There is a moment in cooking that feels like magic. A moment when raw tones still golden, soft tones still crisp, quiet tones still sizzling symphony. This is the sear. The instant meat meets heat, something extraordinary begins. The Maillard reaction, a daisy of amino acids and sugars, creates hundreds of new flavor compounds. This is where complexity is born. As the pan crackles, fat melts and becomes liquid flavor. Butter browns, garlic softens, rosemary releases oils that rise with the steam. Basting is the painter's stroke of cooking, each pass of the spoon enriching the color, deepening the crust, infusing the meat with aromatic heat. A perfect sear does not trap juices that is a myth. Instead, it creates an irresistible exterior, a shell of caramelized flavor. The crust is the signature the moment the meat announces its presence. Pan-searing transforms a simple catch into something bold and unforgettable. The pan becomes the stage, the flame becomes the storyteller, and the sound becomes the anthem of flavor. Grilling is the oldest form of cooking known to humanity. Fire, smoke, and time, three forces that shape civilization. When meat meets flame, a different kind of transformation begins. Not delicate, not subtle, but primal. Fat drips onto the coals, sending up a roar of smoke. That smoke returns till the meat, coating each with a flavor that no pan can replicate, the taste of fire. Some cuts are born for flame. The picanha releases rivers of fat that perfume the air. The ribeye melts, becoming more tender with every moment. The Scott steak cooks in minutes, thin, intense, explosive in flavor. A good grill cook understands zones of heat, the scorching center, the gentle edges, the dome of smoke above. Cooking becomes choreography. Control the flame, control the timing, control the smoke. Smoke carries identity. Each connects food to firewood, till region, till culture. Oak gives strength. Fruitwood gives sweetness. Charcoal gives clarity. A perfectly grilled piece of meat is more than food. Each is history repeating itself. One flame at a time. Some cuts cannot be rushed. Brisket, short ribs, or style, shank. These are the muscles that labored for a lifetime, thick with collagen, dainty with connective tissue. But what appears tough becomes tender with time. Low heat begins its silent work. Collagen wins, transforming into gelatin, toning firmness into velvet, toning resistance into surrender. Slow cooking is meditation. Each is patience rewarded. A conversation between flaming protein that can take you 4 hours, 8 hours, sometimes an entire day. The results are worth every minute. Ribs that release from the bone with a whisper. Brisket that jiggles like custard. O style that melts into its own broth, thick, rich, comforting. Slow cooking does not just change texture, it deepens flavor, intensifies aroma, intones humble cuts into unforgettable experiences. This is transformation at its purest, the alchemy of chimi. All the work, the cutting, the seasoning, the searing, the waiting leads till this final moment, the reveal. Each cut shows its nature now. The ribeye, rich and bold, each slice glistening with melted marbling. The picanha, crowned with its golden fat cap, crisp on the outside, tender within. The brisket, soft enough to fall apart under its own weight, guided only by the knife's suggestion. Finishing touches matter. A pinch of flaky salt enhances every bite. Fresh herbs add brightness. A drizzle of resting juices returns the soul of the meat till the plate. Texture becomes artigo. Color becomes storytelling. A simple plate becomes a celebration. Food cooked with patience invites people to gather. Each becomes more than nourishment, each becomes memory. From the first catch till the final flame, cooking meat is a journey defined by touch, sound, heat, intimacy. Each is craft, each is chemistry, each is passion. And when skill meets fire, every bite becomes unforgettable. Fade out. Knife taps the board one last chimney.